Hello there muchachos, in the previous video I gave you a formula to defeat Earle and today let's compare two crazy damage dealers to understand which one is better. So Elder's Mark has a low AP cost, very psychic range, epic ammo capacity and base damage 33, not 30 like I staged in the previous video. Well, I just looked up at standard receiver and in general it gives us base damage. Ah yes, by the way, Senorita Submachine needs some love, in form of suppressor and reflex sight, to lower AP cost. Calibrated receiver and perforated mag make it quite good for Vlad's crit build, but sadly, no suppressor. Fire rate is epic, and if base damage is 34, it could be a little bit better than previous dude, so maybe we need a named 10mm submachine? What do you think? Let me know. Of course, no sneak bonus doesn't mean that your pew sucks. For example, Choo Choo. It is the strongest crit dealer among rifles with automatic receiver. Base damage is 95, epic AP cost, great range, okay fire rate, and low ammo capacity, so I guess it will lose the fixer DPS wise, sadly. Oh, maybe not. Clearly I need to see how it performs in real fight. Workbench blah 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 is not what makes this weapon a fun toy. And spoiler alert, today I'm literally not going anywhere. So, it would be some sort of workbench speculations. By the way, Choo Choo has no armor penetration mods, and I can't say the same about Assault Rifle. Perforated mag plus 40% armor penetration, yay! Well, it uses the same ammo as Handmade and actually it has nothing special. At least Beth could add some rounds by default, from 20 to 50 ammo capacity, one word, garbage. And the fixer is not the best ballistic pew for Vlad's crit stealth gameplay. Well, maybe you think that Elder's Mark is better, for any suspicious reason, but let's make some calculations, shall we? First, we need to understand what fire rate number means. For Fixer, it would be 7.5 rounds per second. For Elder's Mark, 10 rounds per just 1 second. Second, we need to keep in mind that Tweaked Receiver gives plus 50% crit damage. Third, we need to understand how fast these weapons will reload. And you can see it on your screens. The next step. Well, let's calculate how many rounds each weapon will shoot within 30 seconds period. So, why 30? Well, if you consume stuff like canned coffee or birthday cake, you can keep all your action points for 24 seconds approximately. Depends on how fast you actually consume AP refreshments, cause they last only 25 seconds. In the next 5 seconds, Elder's Mark will eat all your action points, all your AP. And let's add 1 second just in case. Make it 30. Science loves round numbers. Yokis. If we have quad, faster fire rate, less AP cost, Elder's Mark will shoot full mag, then reload, then 154 rounds, and that's all. Personally, I suggest you to use anti-armor version, cause only around 50 rounds you will be able to shoot anyways, without crazy stacking of AP refreshments. Sadly, 50 and 60% armor penetration combo in this case gives 90% armor penetration like with other PPUs, not 100. But anyways, it will be enough to hit the maximum damage reduction coef. In case of the same legendary but fixer, we can shoot 3 magazines and reload 2 times. So, 354 rounds versus 240. Let's calculate how we're gonna perform with our weapons within the first 30 seconds. Today no team buffs are applied, so no buffs from strange numbers. Yokizokis, so here we have calculations for every second shot critical situation. Basically both shots will cut some hit points from health of our homie Williams, Williams, and on paper he can respond only with his resistance. The actual fight would be quite different because the game doesn't register just all hits, at least in my case. As well, this señorito can try to attack us, so yeah, paper fight has nothing to do with reality, but actually shows the potential of each pew-pew. So, back to resistances. As you can see, I have different numbers for Elder's Mark and Fixer. That's because Tommy Gun's receiver has 20% more armor penetration than Fixer's perforating magazine. Tank Killer and Endangered Syringe are the same. The resistance itself will affect both numbers in both cases. And obviously, if you use anti-armor Elder's Mark, Earle will get way more damage per shot. Actually, even DPS would be higher, so maybe you should go with anti-armor instead, but we're comparing the exact rolls and let's keep rolling. It was just a heads up. Once again we have Vlad Elder's Mark versus Squad Fixer in the first 30 seconds of the fight. If you look at non-critical hits, there is a little surprise. Elder's Mark does more damage than Fixer overall, but keep in mind, bigger number of hits is because of 30-second non-stop shooting. Crit hits change everything here, so Fixer finally wins. Damage per shot is higher and current DPS is higher. But let me go through all numbers I have here, not just results. 177 and 120 are amounts of rounds I can shoot in a given time. 30 seconds. Once again, half of them are crits and another half, nope. 33 and 48 are base damage for every weapon. You can check yours if you want. 2.7 is the sum of buffs that affects description damage. For example, Commander Perks, Bloody Mess, Adrenal Reaction Mutation, and so on. More buffs you have, better, but it is not necessary for Earle Williams fight. 2.5 is a sneak bonus, provided by Covert Operative and Mr. Sandman. 4.8 is critical damage multiplier, provided by Better Criticals, Blight Soup, Eagle Eyes Mutation, Guns and Bullets number 3 magazine, Overdrive, and Tweaked Receiver in case of Fixer. So in this case, actually the damage multiplier is higher, 5.3 versus 4.8. 0.2 is Earle Williams' thing. The dude blocks 80% of income damage, but somehow critical part doesn't care. That is why critical hits are 5 times more important than non-criticals. And once again, everything inside brackets is affected by Earle resistance. If you don't have quad, by the way, you'd better go with anti-armor. Anything else will suck here. Bloody, Aristocracy, Junkie, you misspell it. So, the final number 2 is a body part multiplier. You should watch his head, its head, her head, even if you don't like it. I mean, 2 will be the most powerful multiplier in the whole formula, because it will multiply your damage by 2, right? Yes. Wait, I said nothing about 1.1 and 1.4. These numbers as well are damage multipliers provided by Tenderizer and Follow Through, respectively. Better to have them than nope, though they don't do a lot. And here you have it. Fixer is better than Elder's Mark. A little bit better, yeah. And that's all for today. Big thank you for watching. I will see you later. Bye bye bye. Bye bye.